you got to make sure, you want to make sure that your house is well supplied. At least, to me, 6 months. I would say 6 months, right? Of food and water. In your basement, buy 6 months worth of food. You get a lot of people that say, well, it's so expensive, you know, I got to pay $1,200 for 6 months of food. Right? Then you turn around and you see a 52-inch TV on the wall, right? And with every program on there, cable, I said, be able to afford some food, right? And that's the mentality of people now. They're like, you know, just because you're not using it, one day you're gonna need it, right? Hey, I bought a flat screen TV. I bought myself a 32-inch, you know, because I'd rather take the $2,000 I saved and buy some good stuff. This is not a quick fix world, right? And you're going to buy food supply, you better have a way to cook it. You better have a stove and plenty of fuel to cook that food, right? You better have the knowledge, right? You just bought yourself a Coleman stove. I bought the $600 one. All right, we could cook a turkey on this baby. The lights go off, and I said, you take it out of the box, and say, how do I turn it on, right? And you never practice with it, and next thing you know, your house is on fire, right? So what good is it? And you get people that buy all these space heaters, right? You got space heaters, and they don't buy carbon monoxide detectors, battery operated carbon monoxide detectors. You're a big prepper. I got my year's worth of food, right? Got my stoves, I got my bug-out bike, I got my gun with me, right? You got your stove on, it's keeping you heated up, and you say, I feel tired. Right? And you go to sleep and you never wake up. You wake up in heaven. But like little things like this, you just got to keep yourself thinking and learning.
Fire extinguishers too.
Fires, yeah. The little kitty ladders that come out of your window. Like say if a zombie apocalypse did happen, all the zombies are in front, you could go out the back, go around, and start shooting them. Because it's always fun to shoot zombies. I love zombies. I love shooting at zombies. It's almost like a target range. Not the fast ones. I don't like the fast ones. I like the slow ones, you know? All right, I'd rather have slow zombies than fast zombies. Right? Because the fast zombies, they can catch up to you after a while. But anyway, you should have these things in place in your house now. Right? If you're looking around your preps, you look around. You can look around the store. And I guarantee you, here, I consider myself a prepper. There's 100 things in here that I said, wow, I could use that. You know, I don't have that. I could use that, right? But what you do, you start the basics. You get your food, your water, some kind of protection, right? And then you start playing with the toys. All right, then you can buy your big LED flashlights. You want to send messages to the moon with it, and your solar panels and everything else. But get your basic items first. And start learning to use your hands and your mind, right? If you can't turn around and use a screwdriver, right? You better start taking some carpentry classes, right? If you can't use your hands, you are worthless. I don't care what you have in your storage bag. If you know, this dude over here, he put a solar panel on his car. I want him with me, you know. And these are the things, little things you're going to have to learn to do. Is take a carpentry class. You know, never mind the SWAT class and the you know, to make explosive class, you know, you're not going to need it in hand grenades, right? Take a carpentry class. Take a small engine building class, right? So when something does happen to your generators, you could fix them, right? And during the SHG situation, you got plenty of time to fix it. You know, I can't fix anything because my kid's always yelling and pulling me in all directions, but these are the skills you want to have, right? You just need your hands, your mind, and you know, and family and friends you need too. Like if you touch upon, I see a lot of videos on, you know, have a community. All right, I believe in having a community, but you really got to find your people now to have a community because, you know, 1 out of every 4 people are on these mind-altering drugs. You know, they say, oh, get in touch with your neighbor. If I knock on my neighbor's door, I'm going to have Joe, who just woke up of a Xanax and induced coma, come answer the door like, oh, what do you want? Hey, you want to prep me? What's that? You know, you gotta get this going now, all right? Because when the shit does hit the fan, you gotta know who to stay away from, you know. It's not a good thing when you see your neighbor coming out and one thing is tucked in, and, you know, he's walking down the street. Hey, you going to work? Yeah, I'm going to work. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to head to Staples now, right? And I look around, and this is what I see now. Like you're talking about zombies, you talk about the zombie apocalypse. We have zombies already. We have people, right, that cannot function unless they're told what to do. You know, if you think about it, you get people, okay, this, you know. Why are people living like this? Like they're so accustomed to, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like the Yankees because you live in New York. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to vote for this candidate because they're on your team. The TV's more than willing to give it to you. Because did they could tell you, hey Joe, your favorite football game's coming on at 8 o'clock every Sunday, right? You're there. You got your shirt on, you got a little paint on your face, right? And then you look at your son. He says, hey Dad, can we ride a bike? Can we go out and ride bikes today? Football game, son. Right? But this is our society, right? Play with your children. Get away from this stupid idiot box we have on the wall, right? And start getting in touch with your family again. Right? See, prepping is just not about stuff. Prepping is about how you're going to conduct yourself, your way of life, right? And how you're going to live your life. Right? There is times for baseball, there's times for watching stock car racing, which I never understand, right? It all comes into play, but what I see now is people fixated on sports and American Idol. I seen videos of people crying because the guy didn't win. It's like, so? You're going to sit there and cry because your idol person didn't win? It's like, what are we living in? Other people's footsteps, right? But this is what I see around me. So that's why when they say community, build a community. Show me the community. Where am I going to find this community? Finding people like-minded as yourself right now is probably the hardest thing that in prepping you are going to come across, right? Because first of all, most people think you're a weirdo, but even ask them to get on board with you. Hey, look, here comes Apocalypse Joe again, right? And, you know, and you're sitting there, and you're the smartest guy in the room, right? You could fix a lawnmower instead of buying another one, right? You know how to screw a light bulb in without turning the whole house, right? These are the things you know, but then you don't know Reggie Jackson's name. See, I got to use Reggie Jackson because I think that's when I stopped watching baseball. It was that long ago. I didn't start prepping there. I think I just got into girls and stuff, right? But this is what is happening to our society, and we become watchers, right? It's the same thing during 9/11. We watched a plane hit. We watched another plane hit, right? And then we stood there and stood underneath the building and watched the debris fall on top of us, right? We became watchers. We got to become thinkers, right? Well, prep a little extra for your neighbors that are stupid, right? But you could use them, or you can eat them later, whatever you want to do, right? But you gotta maybe prep a little bit for people around you too, because there might become a time you turn around and you broke your leg. Who's taking care of your family, right? It might be dumbass Joe that lived next door to you, right? He might take charge and he might jump into it. So finding your community and finding people to prep with is a hard task, but there are people out there. I see people in front of me today, you know, that I would go anywhere with because you like me. You got it. You got it, you know, and you're here, you got it. You know, this room should be filled with 10,000 people, right? But this is not good TV. This is, you know, I'm not riding a skateboard and cracking my head open on the thing over here. It just doesn't make good viewing, right? This is common sense. This is good stuff, right? So when it comes down to community, pick your friends, pick them wisely, you know. And as far as setting yourself up spiritually, right? I don't know how everybody is, you know. I believe in Jesus Christ. Christ starts here in my heart, right? And I don't push religion on anybody. I think it's up to you to find religion, right? You think about it, like not having any kind of spirituality to fall back on, you know, it's pretty empty. But like, I'm okay with people. I have friends that are atheists. They're like, I said, well, what do you believe is going to happen once you die? He goes, nothing. It's going to be like before I'm going to born. That sucks, you know, to even think like that. To me, I say, you know, I'm going to be going to a place that's you can't even imagine, you know. I think being spiritually sound too is an important part of it. You know, for me, if I wasn't spiritually sound, right, there's no reason for me to prep. It's all common sense thinking, you know. Any questions? Anybody want to ask me anything?
What started your prepping journey? When can you definitively say at one point your whole mindset changed and you said, wait a minute.
I got to prep? It's the day my wife threw me out of the house. What happened? I was like, since a kid, I always, you know, I always believed in always storing things. It was something I grew up with. It was my hobby, and I always had fun with it. You know, and I could go back years and years and years ago. You know, I bought the house up in the mountains. I had my guns. I had my ammunition, and I realized how stupid of having all this ammunition was. I'm not going to need that much, right? And then I started thinking about food, and basically 9/11. 9/11 really put the icing on the cake for me.